We can't wait till Saturday.
What was the official offer to Caitlin?
It was 2 years, $5 million a year. And plus, we were going to do cool stuff with merch. And
Caitlin Clark abruptly canceled her contract in Europe because she is the kind of person who cherishes her heritage and her supporters more than any number of foreign cash athletes. These days, most of them are focused on getting that big fat paycheck abroad, and loyalty isn't important when there is more money available.
I feel like there could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer.
However, Caitlin is built differently. As the contract negotiations were coming to an end, she was invited to return to Iowa, and rather than rushing to Europe, she chose to stay home. Let's face it, this decision likely left everyone speechless, especially one person who is constantly talking about their financial difficulties.
Money is there, and if these owners are smart with it, I could definitely see more WNBA players going overseas and possibly not returning.
You may be asking yourself, what's the big deal? But wait, you're supposed to say yes when someone offers you the opportunity to play in Europe, especially with a salary that would far above anything the WNBA has to offer.
Going to be the top 30 athletes where we'll play 3-on-3, 1-on-1, and just be home, be in market, and be able to be in a market that isn't a W team, but continue to grow the game and grow brands.
Athletes like Clark who sign European contracts enjoy more than just numbers. They also get some serious luxury. We're talking about first-rate lodging, VIP treatment, and a whole new fan base that is just waiting to shout your name. For most athletes, it's like hitting the career jackpot, a one-way ticket to fame and fortune that most players can't turn down.
In the past, the only on-record revenue that I could find of the WNBA is $60 million. Now, there has been rumors, there has been reports, there has been many things that say that the WNBA was projected to make $180 to $200 million in revenue for the 2023 season.
However, Caitlin Clark looked at all of that and replied, "No, I'm fine. I put Iowa for Europe, choosing loyalty over luxury." Just consider that while the best in Europe are earning six figures, WNBA rookies typically earn between $62,000 and $75,000, and Clark is no exception. Even with her Rookie of the Year award, her WNBA salary is pennies in comparison to what she could have made abroad. But instead of following the crowd and cashing in, she saw something much more valuable right here at home when she returned to Iowa for a homecoming unlike any other at King Stadium. Thousands of fans, old teammates, and coaches were there to support her. They weren't just there to cheer. They were there to let her know that she meant something to them. For Caitlin, it wasn't about a paycheck. It was about showing up for the place that helped her grow, not for a contract or a crowd, but because this was personal. And let's face it, that kind of loyalty is practically unheard of these days.
If you guys want a full breakdown, definitely go check out that video. When we look at the numbers, I'll just do a really quick scenario for you. When we look at the numbers and when we look at what the WNBA has earned over the past years and the entirety of the WNBA, the numbers actually make sense.
Now, don't assume for a moment that she gave up something trivial. European basketball is an all-access pass to everything a celebrity could desire, not just a pay boost. With all the benefits you can think of, European clubs go above and beyond to keep their big names satisfied. For many WNBA players, it's a golden escape from the strict budgets and hectic schedules back in the States. They get to live it up in glitzy cities like Istanbul, Moscow, or Barcelona and earn twice or even triple what the WNBA could ever offer. However, leaving that kind of lifestyle and income is no small accomplishment.
Clark, the rest of her Iowa team back on campus, celebrating their accomplishments.
Given that Clark's ties to Iowa are rooted in family rather than basketball, why did she leave? Her homecoming wasn't a publicity stunt. Rather, it was a reunion full of love and memories. Her coach, Lisa Bleer, who is more of a mentor than anything else, was there to bring her old teammates, Gabby Marshall and Kate Martin, ready with laughs that only years of playing together could bring. Her pride was evident. This wasn't a team, it was family. Caitlin rejecting Europe in order to maintain these ties is a statement that goes beyond devotion,
I think he was even talk about percentage and team ownership.
Mm.
We believe her coming into the big three would be such a big deal that, all boats would rise and the league would benefit from the attention and to see, if she can actually do it against.
Caitlin Clark made it bold, straight from the heart declaration when she turned down a multi-million-dollar opportunity in Europe to remain near Iowa. Hawkeye Nation had always supported her, and this was her way of saying, "You stood by me, so I'm sticking around for you."
Caitlin is a great teammate. And if she wasn't a great teammate, it might be hard. If she walked around like she was the star, she doesn't walk around.
Caitlin, the relationship with Hawkeye Nation went beyond priceless. These fans weren't just watching her games, they were her people, practically her second family, and her homecoming at Kinnick Stadium said it all. Thousands of fans filled the stands, decked out in black and gold, holding signs with her name and number, like they were welcoming a local legend, which, let's face it, she absolutely is. That wasn't just a crowd cheering, it was a sea of familiar faces, people who'd been rooting for her since. Her first shot at Carver Hawkeye Arena, choosing Iowa over Europe, was about honoring those rots because Caitlin's ties to her hometown run way deeper than a contract. This loyalty didn't come out of nowhere either. Iowa fans had been with her through every game, every record-breaking NCAA moment, and even after she joined the Indiana Fever in the WNBA, they organized watch parties, spammed social media with her highlights, and travel miles to see her play, even on the national stage Hawkeye fans made. Sure, Caitlin felt that hometown support, it's rare to find a fan base that devoted, and Caitlin knew.
Caitlin, you secured Rookie of the Year and First Team WNBA, but I have to ask, what was it like playing each other?
Well, minus the 4 times I lost to Kate, pretty good, but it was fun. Obviously, getting to live out your dream and do it at that highest level, pretty cool.
And it wasn't only the admirers. Her homecoming was a reunion with those who helped to shape her path, such as her teammates Gabby Marshall and Kate Martin, who were with her through every high and low. This wasn't just a catch-up. It was a reminder of everything they had built together on that court, and her coach Lisa Bleer, who is Caitlin's guiding light, witnessed her change from a star-eyed freshman to a WNBA powerhouse. Seeing her back at Kinnick wasn't just an emotional moment for the fans. It was a full-circle moment for Blooder, who understood Caitlin's success on a whole new level.
Thank you. Our careers were incredible, and a lot of it was because of you guys. So we feel very fortunate to have played at a place like this, and we're happy to be back. So thank you, and let's get a win.
All of this, the memories, the friendships, while other athletes may be packing their bags for a bigger paycheck overseas, Caitlin's decision served as a stark reminder that some things, like loyalty and roots, are worth more than any bank account. Not even her WNBA Spotlight title changed that about her. Instead, she returned to Iowa, keeping her relationships and her sense of home above all else. This kind of groundedness is practically unheard of in today's sports world, where fame and fortune can easily steal an athlete away. But for Caitlin, Iowa is more than just a place on a map. It's home, and the people who have supported her journey, from ardent fans to teammates, make it irreplaceable.
You never know how quickly they're going to adapt to the WNBA game coming from college. And I think that Caitlin has done surprisingly well, how quickly she's adapted to this game.
Additionally, if you're new to basketball and only joined the trend because of Caitlin Clark, get ready, because you missed an incredible journey during her Hawkeye days. There were several incredible events throughout Caitlin's stay with Iowa that elevated the program to a new level. Features like her triple-doubles, which she only accomplished 3 times during the 2022 to 2023 season, and her game-winning buzzer beater against Indiana on February 26, 2023, which not only won the game but also effectively stopped time, gave her ice-cold focus. And her ability to seize the game's final seconds made her an iconic figure that made headlines and made her the basketball legend she is today.